Family demanding answers after this man died in the City Justice Center's custody. Samuel Hayes Jr. was found unresponsive inside the jail Saturday night. Hayes was in jail awaiting a trial on first-degree murder charge. Investigators tell us he died after being put in a restraint chair. His family tells us now, more than 48 hours after his death, the city has provided little to no answers about what happened. We have team coverage of this death investigation and the issues that have been piling up the CJC for years. Morgan Harris begins with the plea from Hayes' family. She is live outside the City Justice Center tonight. Morgan.
Yeah, Corey, I am live outside of the City Justice Center where the family and their attorneys just wrapped up a press conference. They tell me that 31-year-old healthy men don't just die, especially after being placed in a restraint chair. They say that they haven't received any other updates from the city except for that Hayes did die. Now, according to SLMPD, Hayes was in a fight with another detainee in a cell around 8:20 Saturday. Corrections staff told police Hayes did not comply and was placed in a restraint chair. Around 10 p.m. Saturday, he was found unresponsive and was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. The family's attorney says city policy is anyone in a restraint chair should be closely monitored and videotaped. They are asking the city to release the tapes and allow the family to see what happened to their son.
I finally heard from one detective as of 30 minutes ago. One detective. My son died Saturday night and today is almost Monday evening going into Tuesday. So where is the videotapes? Please release the videotapes and let's see what's going on with my son so we can let this case close.
Now, I did speak to SLMPD's Public Information Officer, Mitch McCoy, in the last 30 minutes. He tells me that the department is reviewing those videotapes and they do plan on letting the family see them in the near future. We'll have much more on this story tonight at 10. Live from the CJC, I'm Morgan Harris. First Alert 4.
Morgan, we'll see you at 10. Thank you. Now let's turn to our Cameron Bopp. He is piecing together the moments before and after Hayes was placed into that restraint chair and the possible repercussions.
I was a little disheartened that, here we go again, another death in the jail. But also I have questions around, how this death happened.
Alderman Rasheed Aldridge says he was shocked to learn Samuel Hayes Jr. died after being placed in a restraint chair inside the city's criminal justice center late Saturday night.
Jail's definitely, not a place of luxury, but it's definitely not a place that should be inhumane.
First Alert 4 is piecing together a timeline. Police say Hayes got into a fight with his cellmate at the CJC around 8:20 p.m. When Hayes refused commands, jail staff placed him in a restraint chair. Around 10 p.m., Hayes was found unresponsive. He was rushed to the hospital and pronounced dead around 10:40. The St. Louis Police Department's Force Investigations Unit was notified around 11:35. Aldridge questions the timeline.
But also I have questions around, how this death happened. How was he restrained? Was he had any medical issues? Did a nurse check him out before he was restrained? How did he go from being alive and then restrained and found non-responsive and then eventually dead?
First Alert 4 investigates learned deaths tied to restraint chairs aren't uncommon. In 2021, Marquise Wagner died in Jackson County's jail after a lawsuit claimed he was left in a chair, saying he couldn't breathe.
Does it surprise you that this person was left in a chair for an hour and a half and they were found unresponsive?
It's not surprising.
Attorney John Picerno represented Wagner's family and says jails often fail to follow proper procedure.
The number one thing that raises a red flag in these cases is just the inattention of the staff to the needs of the inmate. Usually what happens is these individuals, they just for a period of time, they stop moving and they're in the process of dying and nobody catches it until it's too late.
SLMPD's Force Investigations Unit is piecing together a minute-by-minute timeline.
Our detectives are working on that as well, and they are working to figure out who had contact with Mr. Hayes, if anyone had contact with Mr. Hayes.
Police say Hayes had no visible signs of trauma. The medical examiner is still investigating cause of death. Cameron Bopp, First Alert 4.
And we did reach out to the jail commissioner's office several times to have our questions answered about procedure and protocol when using restraint chairs. So far, we have not heard back. As